All right, so this is the room temperature trial for the temperature and enzyme reaction lab to see how temperature affects the rate of reaction of an enzyme. This beaker has been sitting out here for probably an hour and a half or so now, almost. It's just a beaker full of water, and in here I have a test tube that contains the yeast spheres that we'll be using and a test tube that contains the hydrogen peroxide that we'll be using. And they were all sitting in there so that they all came to the same temperature, and these were just sitting out in the room so they would come to room temperature. According to this thermometer, the temperature of the water in this beaker is 21 degrees Celsius. So that is approximately what room temperature is in here. So I am going to keep these in here as much as possible. I'll remove the thermometer just so it's easier for you to see. I will be holding the hydrogen peroxide test tube right up against the side like this as I drop the yeast spheres into it. So you will need a timer as you watch this. You can either start timing as soon as the yeast sphere hits the top of the hydrogen peroxide and time it from there all the way to the bottom and then till it gets back to the top. Or you can start your timer right when it hits the bottom and stop when it hits the top. We're going to do 5 trials at room temperature. So give me just a second to get one of these little spheres out. And these are just soaking in water. So I'm going to get that extra water off of there. Put those back there so they stay the same temperature. Trying to soak that extra water off the spoon. All right, trial number 1 at room temperature. Let me hold this up for you. I'll move that out of the way. All right, trial number 1. Ready, set, go. Interesting. That did not even hit the bottom. Let me take that out, and we will see if that is repeated in the next one. Hang on, trying to just get one of these little spheres for you, but they all want to come out at the same time. Oh, this is not working well at all. All right, luckily, since this trial is supposed to be at room temperature anyway, it's okay if they sit at room temperature for a minute. So I will take this out. Hopefully you can see this a little bit better this time. I'll put it on that side. This is trial number 2 at room temperature. Ready, set, go. All right. For the remainder of the trials, I'm just going to set that in there so that you can see what's happening a little more clearly. I'm going to remove that first one, and we might redo that first trial. I have an extra bead here, so we can do that a few times. So here is trial number 2 for room temperature. Ready, set, go. It's a little bizarre, folks. I'm not going to lie. It's not what we expected to see. That's all right. We will keep going. I'm trying to catch that bead and take it out of there. So hang on one second. And it is proving difficult to catch. There we go. All right, trial 3 for room temperature. Ready, set, go. So we're going to keep going until we get hopefully 5 good trials. So far we've had 2 that actually sunk all the way to the bottom. So we will count those 2 and discard the others as some kind of error. So this is hopefully our 3rd good trial. On your mark, get set, go. No, not like that. It's possible some of these catalase spheres may have air bubbles trapped in them, and that might be why this is happening. So let's try, I have another one here. So this again, attempt at trial 3. Ready, set, go. All right, we are up to 3 good trials. We just need 2 more at room temperature. Here is trial number 4 at room temperature. Ready, set, go. All right, we just need 1 more trial at room temperature. Here's the last one. Trial number 5 at room temperature. Ready, set, go. And remember, room temperature was 21 degrees Celsius today. All right. Make sure you watch the other videos so you can gather data on all of the different temperatures and then use your data to go complete the post lab that's posted in the homework section by next Friday. Email me with any questions you have.